Many farmers here in Poland argue that these trade waivers that have been in effect since Russia's full-scale invasion 3 years ago has led to Ukrainian goods flooding the European market. Goods, they say, are not subject to the same strict quality control checks as farmers are subjected to in the European Union. There have been frequent protests among the farming community in the country on this very issue. Has also been a key part of the recent presidential campaign. Karol Nawrocki, who won the presidential race here in Poland, said on the campaign trail recently that he would not agree to Polish farmers suffering from what he described as unfair competition from Ukraine. However, as far as Kyiv is concerned, they say that these trade waivers have acted as an economic lifeline for the country over the past 3 years since Russia's full-scale invasion. Now, according to Ukraine, they say that if they return to pre-war trade conditions, this would result in export revenue being cut to the tune of $4 billion per year. They also argue this would strain ties between Kyiv and the European Union at a time where Ukraine is very much aspiring to joining the bloc in the future. As far as the European Commission is concerned in Brussels, well, they say that they are essentially hamstrung. They say that they are subject to legal limitations, which is why they can't extend this autonomous trade measure, these trade waivers going forward. However, they say that they have worked and are working on what they describe as a transitional fix. This means that only some sensitive goods will be subject to the old quotas. Those products include things like maize and poultry. Efforts are also underway to establish a more long-term review of this bilateral relationship under the deepened cooperative free trade area. On the topic of that, the European Commission says that they are working towards achieving what they describe as a balanced and favourable outcome as soon as possible. William Denselow, CNA, Warsaw.